Hello, everyone. Hello. Please let me know that you can hear me if somebody can let me know, because you know how this goes sometimes. Wow, I'm so glad so many of you are here. Hi. The new schedule is actually, I'm not supposed to record on Wednesdays, but thank you. Audio is working. Thank you, Iron. But man, the energy is intense the past 2 days with this new moon and the eclipse, right? And the start of Libra season. I've been getting so many downloads. I was like, I need to do a collective reading for everyone. And I wanted to do a live so I could kind of check in and see how everybody's doing. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Just a Witch. Hey, Mazzy. Hey, Jen D. Hey, Caro. Just checking out Susan here. Hi, Alexa. Yeah, I think protecting our energy is part of what we're going to talk about tonight. That's definitely some of the downloads I've been getting, Alexa. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sai. Hello, David. Hey, Scream Stress. Did I get everyone? If I did not say hi to you, hello. Sorry if I missed you. I'm just flipping. Hey, Dusty. Just trying to flip through this really quickly. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Terry. Hey, Grid Runner. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Melanie. So glad you're here. So I want to share with you all the private reads I did today. There was like a theme through them, which is not always common, but people's gifts are coming online really strong. Everyone I read for privately today knows their gifts, but they're experiencing different senses that they have not experienced before and really like working on owning their power. And this is something that's going to be happening through Libra and Sagittarius season in the collective, but it's awesome. Let me tell you, I met a bona fide Hecate in the flesh today. It was pretty cool. Okay. That's part of this collective. It was great. The personal readings were so great today. Hi, Olga. Like there's some cool stuff happening, and I'm looking forward to doing your personal readings on Friday because we're just here. We've been talking about getting into this Libra season all year, and there's like, I don't know if any of you else are feeling this, but there's like this barometric pressure right now, but I'm using that as a reference. It's not about the weather. I feel ancestors like heavier than I normally do. It feels like it's funny. I keep getting visions of the movie Ghostbusters, like when the ish hits the fan, you know what I mean? And all the spirits are out because it's like the bone collectors are coming. This is Libra season. This is a season of justice. Okay. So that's where the boundaries have to come in, Alexa, that you explained, because everyone here has mastered their shadow. And because of that, your gifts are going to come online. Your gifts are going to become even stronger than how they felt before. You are going to see, smell, hear, taste, dream things that you have not yet. And there are going to be things that are going to come in during Libra season that wants to trigger that shadow. Okay? Because the energy is getting so high and everybody's like really coming online. And so it's just about boundaries, and it's just about knowing which wolf to feed and how to transmute the energy, which I know, hey, just kitten, hey, Courtney, which I know everyone here knows how to do. I just been getting a lot of like messages around that today. So, but labels are leaving, gifts are getting stronger. You know, there are new gifts that are going to come in. I think it's important. Yeah, the eclipse energy is fabulous, Stephen, isn't it? Really, like I can, like that barometric pressure. It's like I can feel kind of all the realms just I don't want to say colliding because it's all here already, but it's just like one. It's like amplified right now. Hey, Diggity. Hey, Arctum. I can just feel it really strong right now. And the shadow is going to be tested because the ancestors are here. They've been, in spiritual court for a while, and now the bone collectors are coming in. So there are people that are having awarenesses that they've never had before. Now, it doesn't mean that they're going to choose to integrate their shadow. It doesn't mean that they're going to choose a different path, a different timeline. And those who don't are going to be extremely agitated at this time, I think, in this season, which is what it feels like why our shadows are going to be tested, right? Because there are going to be some people walking around real angry and lost. And hey, Monster Jam. Hey, Pod Smokers Bible. Hey, Divine Integration. Hey, Alley Cat. So, but we know this. We know what's coming. And so it's just a matter of where is the focus? Where are we focusing our energy? Where are we diving deeper into they're not really otherworldly communication styles. There are communication styles. So the band wanted to talk about that a little bit tonight. They told me to go to the deck of the Soul Child first, the Inner Child deck, and see what's going on. I keep hearing, which wolf will you feed? One makes you strong, one makes you weak. Those we'll find are those who seek. Amidst the chaos, find your peace. There's going to be a little bit of a storm, right, for a while. But we got each other to bounce off of, and our bands. You can feel a lot of people's negativity, Diggity. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone in a sixth sense, anyone who's empathic, people that can read energy, can read body language, all these things that I know all of you can hear. I think it's going to be a little more, it feels like a bass speaker, like that, like it's coming in a little stronger right now. So that's why I keep hearing it's like a test of the shadow. Okay. But we've integrated our shadows. We've integrated our shadows for our magic, but we don't operate solely out of the shadow. So rather than react, we have the ability to transmute the energy into our manifestations. Hey, Vishal. All right, let me tap in. See what they want to say here. Telling you, the personal reads today were on fire. It was so cool to just see some really strong gifts coming alive within the soul tribe, man. It was okay. So they asked me to use a couple different oracle decks tonight. We're just going to kind of layer this just to get a sense of the energy. So in the Soul Child's deck, we have listen. Your inner child is trying to say something. This is synchronicity 25 on that card. This is that call to the gifts, to the higher attunement of communication right now. Hey, that's not a coincidence. Set boundaries, number 32. Claim your power and know your value. And synchronicity number 24, let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world. I think we all need to hear this after what I just said. We're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel the people that can feel the good in the world, I think, a little stronger than we have in a while. But we can transmute that. Sorry, I'm gonna be drinking a lot of fluids while I'm talking to you. It is so hot in San Francisco today. It's weird. All right, let's do some clarifying here on these cards. Yeah, let's use this deck. All right, I'm going to go to set boundaries first, claiming our power and knowing our value. Setting these boundaries as a way to flow the energy towards our gifts and towards communication with the ancestors right now. Moving the energy in that direction and not everything that's going on right now here in the 3D world. Tell me more about this setting boundaries, please. There's let me wait before I say something. The 10 of bolts. Okay, this is the 10 of wands. You've clearly already created boundaries, okay? We've all created boundaries as a collective to move, transmute this energy where we want it to go. But there are messengers that are going to be coming in with an attempt to reverse our 10 of cups. What it is these energies are going to come in an attempt for us to go backwards, to not go through this 1010 portal, but to go back to another timeline, okay? But within this timeline, what they don't understand about this old timeline is that old timeline doesn't exist for us anymore. We've banished that old timeline. If you're questioning any energies coming in, and it's making you reminisce, it's making you reflect on the past, be careful not to gaslight yourself. Remember where you were at this time that this 10 of wands was in the upright before you reversed it. Remember where you were and have grace for yourself in that. And know that that's why that energy was there at that time. But it has nothing to do with the present moment. But there are people that are going to be very nervous right now, even if they don't fully understand consciously what's happening in the unconscious and in the other realms. They're going to be triggered. That negativity is getting triggered. It's like the pot is getting stirred right now. Okay, let love guide you as these energies come in, as this funky energy is happening, as the bone collectors show up. Choose to see the good. Tell me a little more about this card, please. Tell me about this let love guide you card, please. The Attic. The Sun. The Two of Pentacles. The Hermit. The higher perspective. Right now, you're going to see the sun in your hermit mode. You're going to continue to see the sun in your hermit mode where you don't see it out in the world, okay? And this is a balance. Look at that. That's the integration, the Two of Bears. That's the integration of the shadow. That's the dark and the light right there, okay? I love that. I love that. And that has brought you to your sun, okay? You understand how your shadow operates. You understand the importance of your shadow. There's something here about visions. There's something about visions in hermit mode. visions of the higher timeline that others may not be able to see right now. Okay, that others in the world may not be able to see right now. They're too grounded and they're too stuck in the 3D. They're on a loop. Okay, let's go to listen to your inner child. Your soul child wants to talk to you. What does your soul child have to say to you? What does the soul child have to say to the star tribe? There's something too here about writing, okay? And I got a download as I was kind of doing like a little bit of a pre-read before I jumped on with you all, that because we're in new moon energy, and because of kind of the shifting with the eclipse and this heavy energy that a lot of us are feeling, tonight is the night to banish the things that you no longer want in existence moving forward. And the dawn is the time tomorrow morning to beckon in the things that you want to call in. So there's something ritual around that, okay? And there's something about writing around this attic card, around the attic, around the hermit. Okay, what does the soul child want to say tonight to the star tribe? Queen of Wands. That's your magical AF, star child. That's your magical AF. Wow. Okay. We have the Terrapin of Roses and we have the Page of Bears. I love this. So this is two aces, okay? This is the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Your soul child wants you to stay in your Queen of Wands energy, your King of Wands energy through this eclipse and through this transition as we continue on to this 1010 portal. And this is your band coming in. I feel a bit of loneliness, okay? But there's the cup. They have a cup for you. They have a cute little bear for you, okay? That they want you to snuggle up with. And they're here to give you your flowers. We've been talking so much, I feel like, through like the fire seasons about coming out of hermit mode. And I don't feel like this is about full blown going back into hermit mode, but it's definitely a clear message about boundaries because of where the energy will be through Libra season as the ancestors come to collect on karmic debts. But your soul child wants to be in the Queen of Wands energy. Look at that. She's dancing. She's dancing with her cat, okay? She's jamming out to some Grateful Dead. Hi, Raven. How's it going? Hey, Rose. All right. Let me dig into this Queen of Wands energy a little more. What's going on with this Queen of Wands energy that your soul child wants to be in? The Mirror. The Four of Skulls. The Saint. This is good energy, soul child. This is letting things roll off of your back, okay? What this is telling me with the Four of Skulls and the Mirror is it's taking that pause. It's taking the pause because the world is going to attempt to mirror a past timeline to you right now. That past timeline that we were just talking about, like people coming in and mirroring and triggering the shadow hoping to put us mentally back into this old timeline, okay? But we've banished that timeline. It doesn't exist. But that's the mirror that we're going to keep seeing over and over again. But you're showing up as the saint. You're showing up as your own hierophant, okay? You're self-aware of this. So it's like a double message of just taking a pause and going into repose when those moments happen, because don't forget who you are, okay? Your soul child is getting down there as the Queen of Wands, all right? All right. And your band has a cup for you. This cup is also representative, this terrapin of look at all the waters coming down. It's like being, it's like those healing waters coming from the other realms. The Ace of Cups is also representative of the spiritual gifts, talking about spiritual gifts coming online stronger than we've ever felt them before. Okay. That's double confirmation of that. And it's your soul child that is the quickest, right? The soul child is also the higher self. So that's the quickest way to tap in. That's the source of your gifts coming in. Yeah, fear is dead. Fear is the past. Absolutely right. That's what the veil, actually, Jay Marin said something that I was like, oh, that's so good. Last night I was on his live and he was talking about the veil, okay, and how the veil being really thin right now. And he said, the veil, really all it is fear. And he was absolutely right. That is all it is. When we talk about the veil thinning, we talk about the high priest and the high priestess being able to see beyond the veil. The only thing that keeps the veil there is fear. I really dug how he put that last night. I thought it was really cool. Hi, Divine Magic. Thank you for saying you love my laugh, my maniacal laugh. I've heard a lot of times I sound like Roseanne Barr. All right. They told me to go to the Starseed deck. Let's dive into this Starseed deck and then we'll clarify these. This deck is new to me, so I'm still getting to know the artwork, even though it's Grateful Dead artwork, so I'm familiar with a lot of it. But I just noticed something on this Queen of Wands card. See how she's got the shackles on her feet, but no chains. That's the soul child. That's why the soul child's able to dance in the street like that, No fear. No fear, baby. Hey, Scorpio Zen. You're not alone. You're a child of the cosmos. It's time to take action into your intuition. And know that there may be some conflict coming in with karmic relationships. Orion energy, there's polarity. That's the mirror. That's the mirror that we just said, okay? That's the mirror of the past showing up. But you've already learned these lessons, Star Child. We have all already learned these lessons. We're just being tested for a moment. There's a big shift going on in the universe, okay? You are not alone. You have community. Even in hermit mode, right? We're all here hanging out. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. That's what intuition is. Intuition is that gut feeling. All right, let's look at this Orion energy first, this polarity, just get it out of the way here. But understanding that if conflict arises, as these mirrors show up, there are times that our shadow is triggered. It is just part of the soul's growth. Tell me more about this Orion energy, please. The Star, Queen of Cups. Oh, I love this. The Star and the Queen of Cups, the cup of healing the emotions. The emotions are healed. And because of that, the Eight of Wands is in reverse, Star Child. You know when to stand in temperance and when to hold your tongue. This is the energy of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is stoic. She knows when to reveal energy and when not to reveal energy. Same with the High Priest, emotions. An emotional being in the Queen of Cups, but knowing when to hold it back. Having that stoicism of the High Priestess and the High Priest. Why? Because you're healed, okay? And you're moving forward with no regrets. Oh, I love that. You know this is one of my favorite cards to see. The Five of Cups in reverse. I love that. I love it, Star Child. That's great energy. Okay, being asked to act on your intuition before it makes sense as these mirrors come in, as things come in. And part of that acting on our intuition sometimes is holding back our words, right? Holding back our communication. I know a lot of you watch the readings that I post, and I say this a lot of times. It's funny, when I used to have a small business, my employees used to say, one of my favorite things you always say is, I only have so many words a day. And it's true. I only have so many words that can come out of my mouth a day. So I'm going to use them wisely. I'm going to use them wisely. And sometimes that action is no action. Like following your intuition and being like, I'm just going to shut right up in this moment. Like, this is not, my shadow's being triggered, and I'm just gonna waste my energy by saying this, by rebuttaling, by acting accordingly. So let's see with this, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Tell me what we need to know about our intuition. The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is all about holding back. The wisdom of holding back. And the Six of Wands. This is all about the wisdom of holding back, okay? This is harder sometimes than taking action on our intuitions, isn't it? Seriously. Like when we get that little intuitive nudge of like, zip it, like don't go, pause, stop. But there's victory in this, okay? There's victory in this. I like that. That's very wise, Star Child. That's very wise. That's your inner wisdom. Your intuition is your inner wisdom. Your inner knowing, being your own Hierophant. And for us intuitive creatures, that's frustrating at times because we know things. We know things we shouldn't know, and we know things before they happen, and we know things, and sometimes we I know I get downloads, and then at the same time the band is like, but you ain't gonna open your mouth about that. You're gonna let this play out. Everyone has energetic sovereignty. You're not getting in the way. Don't get in the way of a tower. We're just letting you know because the energy is going to be funky, so you can hang back and realize that it's not your energy, but we're giving you the tip, kind of thing. It's a hard thing when we're learning to think in our intuition, because it's like the minute we get a download about something or someone, it's like at least I had this issue at first. I just wanted to tell someone. And as a child, I did. I was always in trouble for it, But we get wiser as we get older, don't we? Put your hand in your mouth. Yeah, exactly, Raven. Words are power, Stephen. I'm not saying don't speak your truth. That's for sure. I've learned from my guides of when to speak that truth. It's timing too. There's victory in the timing. It's not just about not saying it, but like when to say it, right? Spirit is sending you pictures of people doing that. Yes, Massey. Keeping our mouth shut does sometimes keep us out of the mental hospital. You're absolutely right. That's funny. I had that conversation today during a private. Oh, you spotted a magician this weekend, huh, Jennifer? Hey, Electa, Annie, Sally, how you doing? Glad you're here. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. That's right, Screamstress. Exactly. Know when to walk away and know when to motherfucking run. I love that, Screamstress. You crack me up. All right, let's look at this child of the cosmos, okay? Understanding that the intelligence of the universe lies within all of us. The Emperor. Tell me about this intelligence of the cosmos, please. Being a child of the cosmos actually makes us the emperor of our lives. Why? Because there's no illusion. There's no illusions around the fiery messages that are happening right now. And there are so many fiery messages happening in the world right now. But because we use our intuition, we don't take anything at face value. Tell me more about this emperor, this child of the cosmos that has all the intelligence of the universe, of the ancestors, ancient wisdom, soul print DNA codes. Tell me more about this emperor. Well, the emperor is also the high priestess. The empress is the high priestess and the fool. This is why so many people fear to go on this journey. Why so many people fear to walk by faith, not by sight. Trusting in self, trusting in the divine as the high priestess. Because these cards are in the upright for people that don't trust their intuition. The illusions of the world are fiery messages that come through these screens every second of every day. And people are trapped in fear, okay? But you, star child, know how to live in the soul essence of the soul child as the fool, because you are in the high priest, high priestess energy, also making you the emperor of your life, reversing all these swords that come through our screens every day. And when we walk outside into the world, okay, the energy that's coming off of this 9 of Wands is the energy of Christ consciousness, which we talked about over here, right? Letting love be our guide, okay? Choosing to see the good is Christ consciousness. Choosing to understand that there's a collective consciousness, that we're all part of a collective consciousness. To know thyself and to love thyself is to love thy neighbor, because we know that there is God divine in all of us. Now we have to love some of those people differently. Some of them we got to love from afar. Some of them we got to have boundaries with, okay? Some of them we got to have protection spells against. But it's choosing to see the good. And And the world isn't choosing to see the good right now, which is why our shadows will be triggered, which is why the mirror is going to show up a lot in this season. For those that are not choosing to see the good, and you know, I don't like to say this a lot in readings, but I keep hearing the bone collectors are here. Okay, there's karmic wheels turning, there's karmic debt that is coming to be collected. All right, let's look at this. You are not alone. We are not in isolation. Even at times we feel void of physical connection. We have community. Physical connection is important within the human body, but even more important is energetic connection. We are all energetically connected. We are all part of this collective consciousness together. So no, we are never alone. Tell me more about this "You Are Not Alone" card, this community of the collective consciousness. Give me one more of that double card. This is very interesting how these cards fell, okay? We have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, the Devil card, and the Seven of Wands in the upright. Again, this is seeing things through a language of love and making a choice of our energy in our community. Do we want to be over here in this healing space among these healing people? Or do we want to be out here in the world's consciousness where we have to defend ourselves against everything? Okay. There's a lot of obsessive behaviors, anger, addiction. A lot of things are... Okay, at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about how our gifts are coming online, right? Like how gifts are being heightened. And for people that resist those gifts of communication, that are resisting that love of collective consciousness, this is also going to be ramped up, right? When we don't live in our authentic self, that's when obsession, addiction, codependency, fear, all of those things are heightened. And unfortunately, for a lot of energies that are resisting right now, that is being even further amped up, right? Because the world is giving a message of fear. So the choice is, you know, where do we want to put our energy? Where do we want to put our words? Well, we want to put it towards the Three of Swords in reverse, right? We're choosing to look at the world as a space that is good and where love is our guide. It's hard being in a human body, but there's a reason why we're in a human body, right? There's a reason why we're here. And we do get to choose our community. Our blood family may have been fated to us, but our community is not. We can choose a new family. They're telling me to go to the Soul's Journey deck. So let's see what's going on in the Soul's Journey deck before I go to symbols. They're telling me to use the Soul's Journey deck to clarify this mirror card. This is like a prediction of what is the attempts that the mirrored attempts that are going to be coming in. It's going to have to be like an air of like warrior spirit right now. Okay. Tell me about this mirror card. I'm looking at my tarot table. I'm reading this book that just came out about Marie Laveau and in New Orleans, and it talks about a lot about like the social justice work that she did, and also talks about her patterns, though, like her patterns as a priestess, and like there's like a whole chapter on like your altar space, like keeping your altar space organized and tidy and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just laughing at myself because I'm looking around and like I don't have a lot of space, so my tarot table looks like a flea market. Oh, crack me up. Fear. Gee, that word's come up a lot tonight. Regret. Honesty. Judgment. So these are the attempts to trigger your shadow, okay? That are going to be coming to in attempts to trigger your shadow. Energy of fear, energy of regret, energy of dishonesty, and energy of judgment. Let's go to this fear card first, since that word's coming up a lot, okay? I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in an energy of love. Jennifer D., your daughter says your sacred space is too cluttered. I don't know. I mean, I guess everyone does things the way they do things. I think part of it is also just, it depends on how you're brought up too, right? Like I was brought up in a family where like the front of our house was like an antique shop. Like everything was, I don't know. I like lots of things on the walls. I like a lot of visual things. I know a lot of people are more minimalist. Did you, Screamstress? Actually, I think I'm going to NOLA in November. I'm looking forward to it. I've been to her gravesite before too. NOLA was the first place I tattooed. First, many years ago. I love NOLA. I would live in NOLA if it wasn't so dang hot. But I love NOLA. It's time for me to go. It's been a while. I usually try to go at least once or twice a year. But I actually have not been since before COVID, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to take a trip and go next month. Ooh, a roll top desk, Jennifer. That's a cool space for an altar. I haven't seen an old roll top desk in a long time. You're moving to NOLA, Scorpio Zen? That's very cool. Oh, I love NOLA. It is such a special place. It really is. It really, really is. Okay, let's look at this fear. Testing my resolve to live in an energy of love. What more do we need to know about an energetic mirror of fear that might be coming in? People questioning your spiritual gifts. People questioning your spiritual gifts with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's questioning your intuition, okay? You're being told not to, there's no reason to defend yourself over any of it, okay? With the 5 of Swords in reverse. You've already made the choice. Oh, we're going to be careful with this card. You've already made the choice with the Lovers in reverse. You've already made the choice to step into your power. You're being asked to not question yourself when that mirror comes in. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups in reverse, because it feels specifically like around spiritual gifts. It is harvest season, Diggity. It sure is harvest season. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Okay. So there may be some energies that might attempt to move in. Okay. It's all going to be in communication. It's going to be word communication. Ooh, it's going to be bringing up things that you may have not completed in the past. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Wands in the upright, and the King of Swords in reverse. There are energies that are going to come in to remind you of things that you may have not completed in the past in a way to trigger the shadow. Well, that's fear of failure. That triggers that. Okay. That triggers that will trigger a fear of failure. Okay. But there's no such thing, right? As everything is a lesson. We leave the memories, we take the lessons, and we move on. It's all perspective. Regret, knowing that you cannot change the past. Energies coming in to attempt to pull you into an alternative timeline, one that you have already closed the door on. They will mirror your old behaviors to try to trigger your shadow. They will mirror your past fears of failure. I love that. 5 of Cups in reverse came up to clarify that regret card. No regrets, baby. That's right. No regrets, because you're the High Priest and the High Priestess. Woo! Your energy's coming through strong on that chat. I love it. I love it. I love that you're not in this headspace. So awesome. That was clear. I don't even need to clarify that anymore. That was super clear. I love that. All right, what do they need to know about dishonesty? What do we need to know as a collective about dishonesty? People coming in and being dishonest in an attempt to trigger the shadow. What do we need to know here? The fiery message of the preacher. That's exactly what these cards are. Okay. Questioning your spiritual gifts, questioning your beliefs with the Prince of Wands in the upright and the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is about spiritual teachings. Okay, people wanting you to question your personal truth, question your spiritual gifts, question your stability, making you potentially have a fear of failure, something you have already left in the past, Star Child. And a lot of this is going to come in words, is going to come into communication, through communication. Things that you may feel energetically, people may also attempt to come in with their words. But guess what? You're not living in any regrets as the High Priest. So all good in this hood. All right, judgment, understanding everyone has their own unique challenges, that we all have our own personal truths, that we're all on our path, okay? We may be on a little bit of different paths, but that's part of being in the collective consciousness, is understanding and loving those and coexisting in Christ consciousness. Tell me more about this judgment card. Tell me more about this judgment as a mirror in the shadow. The King of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh boy, okay. This is please let me say this right because it's very important. Tell me exactly how to channel this. This is attack against feminine energy. Feminine energy is in both males and females. We are both a balance of feminine and masculine energy, but this is specifically speaking to feminines, okay? That being in your feminine energy, being willing to be in receiving energy will not cause instability. Do not let the world tell you that. Do not let the world judge you when you are in your feminine energy. Our feminine energy is that Queen of Cups energy. It's that emotional energy. People that speak intuitively understand that that emotional energy is critical for intuitive thinking. Although the world always tells us not to be in our emotions, okay? Tell me a little more about this Empress in reverse. There's a power struggle here. There's a power struggle that wants to be mirrored by the world. Tell me about this Empress in reverse. The Nine of Wands, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah. The words of others coming through that mirror, keeping us out of our magic with the Two of Wands in reverse. Judgments that others are passing on us. Okay? Give me some final words on this. I feel like I don't want to say anything, so I feel like I have a clear channel on this. Give me some final words on this Judgment card, please. Give me some final words on this Judgment card, please. Yeah. People don't go to their inner sage, okay? Most people resist hermit mode at all costs. Hermit mode is that deep introspection, okay? That deep introspection. That willingness to go through the dark night of the soul. That willingness to integrate the shadow. That willingness to change and to grow. And that's why they don't understand the High Priestess. And they will judge the High Priestess and the High Priest, okay? But you can't explain to people what they don't understand. So when they come in and they judge, okay? Just gonna smile. Just gonna let love guide us. Do a little banishment spell here and there if we need to. Good stuff, y'all. Your energy is fabulous. I love that clarifying the regret card was the regret card in reverse in the High Priest. Okay, here's where you're at. Despite the energy feeling funky today, here's where the Star Tribe's at. Owning your power. This was a little bit of a prediction of the mirrors that will be coming in. As the bone collectors come, as the ancestors get thicker and thicker. It's going to be some people that are going to be a bit freaked out. Okay? We are going to remain in a vibration of love and hang out with our soul child. that wants to bring forth even more potency to your soul's gifts. All kinds of gifts. Spiritual gifts are more than the list of the 7 spiritual gifts in the Bible. It's the music that you make. It's the garden that you keep. It's the children that you teach. And all the really cool ways you know how to communicate because you are a child of the cosmos. And all the intelligence of the universe lies within you. All of the ancient wisdom lies within you. Past life connections coming in to trigger the shadow. Stay in a space of meditation, whatever that means to you. Meditation doesn't mean just sitting down and meditating, okay? It looks different for all of us. This is a form of meditation. Coming in and being a part of that source of collective energy, being filled up by that collective energy, getting downloads, okay? For me, it's walking. It's a big form of meditation for me. I have to take my headphones out, right? And make sure I don't have any media in my ears. And I walk and listen to the bird messengers. And Sky Witch go bazoinka every time she sees a poodle for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but she's got a thing with poodles. Specifically. Hey Elf, how are you? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a little while. So glad that you're here. There is a method to my madness. Yes, there is, Sai. Thank you. There is a method to my madness. Oh, nice, Mark. You have woodland trails. Skywitch says, hello. Hi, Julio. How are you? I'm just trying to catch up and see who else is here. Hi, Robin Cooper. How are you? Glad you're here. Yeah. Black fire, Scorpio. Black flame protection. Yeah. That's important. That's an important one at this time. That's a good call, Scorpio. I just felt that. If you're unsure how to do a black flame protection ritual or meditation, you can look it up on YouTube. All you need is a candle. Any common household candle. Nothing special. You don't need to go out and get anything particular. You don't even need a candle. You can all do it visually within your third eye. Ooh, Mazzy, look at you calling in the 4 corners. Love it. All right. How should we close this out? Yeah, Mark, I've never been good at sitting still and meditating. Walking and yoga does it for me. I have to move the body in order to meditate. which was so frustrating because I can remember for so long, like going to meditation seminars and going to workshops and like taking all of these, like working towards all these meditation methods where I had to sit still and be cross-legged and being so frustrated that I didn't get it. Like I couldn't get it. I couldn't get there. I definitely think there's something important for like, you know, I say this a lot too. This is, you know, The Body Keeps the Score, which is a book called The Body Keeps the Score that talks about when, you know, how trauma is stored in the body. And it's so important to move the body. And so I think that people that have experienced a lot of trauma or have anxiety and things like that, like attempting to sit still and meditate is not the best method for everyone. We all have to find out what that is, right? What that personal truth is. But that used to drive me nuts because I was like, why can't I meditate? But I can meditate. I just have to meditate differently than, you know, when originally I started researching meditation, I was told how I should do it, sort of thing. So I'm big on that. Everybody figuring out what works best for them and not comparing ourselves to others and methods when they don't work. How about the Divine Circus? Should I pull out the Divine Circus? I love this deck. It is so cool. Yeah, I will go into over analysis paralysis too. If I try to quote unquote sit and meditate. Sai, is that a yes to the Divine Circus deck? The artwork on this deck is so badass. I love it. All right. Some final words here for the Star Tribe. Yeah, Screamstress, I want to find more. I don't have the box in front of me, the artist of this deck, but I love the artwork on this deck. It really speaks to me. I love old circus memorabilia too. Probably another reason why I'm so drawn to this deck. Okay. What does the collective circus need to know? Supernova. Maven of Masks. Date with Destiny. And Crown of the Butterfly. Bambi. What's this about right here? What's this date with Destiny with this supernova energy? Damn, that's some serious wand energy right there. What's going on? Size cookies bring all the boys to the yard. The boys to the yard. Your emperors and empresses are coming in. You channeled Bambi today, really? Well, this is the clown of Metamorphosis, okay? The masks have fallen. There's a date with Destiny. You have Morph, but there's something really, this is some very strong wand, sacral energy. Some really strong sacral energy. It's the most powerful energy. We need it to create. Tell me about this Maven of Masks first. This feels like an outside energy. What's this Maven of Masks? The masks of the world falling off. Yeah. understanding our inner strength, that we don't gain our strength from the world with the Hero card in reverse. We're not looking for the hero. We don't need the hero. We don't need the world to defend what we already know as children of the cosmos. That's part of our metamorphosis. Tell me more about this metamorphosis with this crown of the butterfly. Bambini. It's Bambini, not Bambi. I read that wrong. I need my glasses. What is this metamorphosis that's happening? That's bringing in a date with destiny. The Ace of Wands in the upright and the Fountain in the upright. A passionate new beginning with a star. Someone's about to have a passionate new beginning with a star child. What's this date with destiny? How did this turn so juicy all of a sudden? This energy just did a 180. I love it. We're not focusing on all the crap that's going on in the world right now. Let's talk about this. I love it. What's this date with destiny? Tell me more about this date with destiny. A Tower, the High Priestess. Oh, who's having a tower over the High Priestess? A 10 of Skulls in reverse. And the Father. There's an Emperor energy coming in for a High Priestess. Reversing a 10 of Swords. This tower is representing, there's some kind of mystery between these two. See how in the Emperor card he's holding a pyramid in his hand there? Okay. Some kind of ancient mystery between this union. Reversing a 10 of Swords and building new towers on solid foundations. See, that's the High Priestess in the center of the sun and those tower cards. And the blue tower representing the High Priestess and the red tower representing the Emperor, also known as the Father, that he also holds a lot of ancient wisdom. He has that pyramid in his hand. Oh, and look at that. There's an ankh on that bottle. And there's Sai's little cottage there in the background. We can smell her fresh baked items. This Emperor can smell those baked items coming out of that little cottage back there. And he is headed that way for a date with destiny and some homemade cookies. I love it. I love it. I'm going to clarify this fountain card a little more. There's something significant about this flamingo. There's a flamingo on this fountain card. The fountain is the star. Tell me more about the fountain card. Metamorphosis. It's a lot of divine masculine energy here. The 6 of Skulls in reverse. The 4 of Bolts and the Cosmic Wheel. Date with destiny. That's what the Cosmic Wheel is. Double confirmation of a date with destiny here. And the 4 of Bolts, the portal, the 4 of Wands. Something about the full moon. There's something very Egyptian around this connection, because that's what they keep telling me to look at on this artwork. Okay. How he has that pyramid and that ankh. Okay. There's pyramids here as part of that portal. We have a big portal coming up too. We have that 1010 portal. Okay. And the cosmic wheel double confirming this date with destiny. As part of the North Star, there's a date with destiny that is part of our North Star. Also, too, Divine Feminine came out with the symbols. So for you gentlemen watching, don't think I'm just talking about a Divine Masculine coming in, if that's not your thing, because I feel a lot of masculine energy around this, but there's also these cards that are pointing towards Divine Feminine, that confirmation of Divine Feminine. And this is Divine Feminine energy also. All right, y'all, let's get juicy here. I'm going to dive into this supernova card. Let's see what this Egyptian date with destiny is here. Buns of fun. Mark. I love it. Yeah, 3 pyramids. There were 3 pyramids on that card. All right. Steven. I love your sense of humor. I love it. It's funny. I've been getting comments like on my readings from like some people where they're like, that I'm not serious enough, right? Like, this is serious business reading tarot. And yes, the universe is serious business, but we're supposed to laugh, right? This world is not supposed to be all doom and gloom, my friends. I know, Mazzy. I want cookies too now. Every time I see Sai's name now, actually, it's what is that method? Was it called the bell method in psychology, for like training dogs, where they would like jingle a bell? What is that? There's something. It's not coming to me right now. There's like a specific method. It's in basic psychology, but every time I see your name now, Sai, my brain goes ding ding, cookies, like homemade cookies. I want cookies. Yeah, the cosmic wheel in that deck. This deck is cool. Oh, this deck is. I don't want to nerd tarot out on you all, but this deck is divine. It's the perfect size. It's the perfect matte paper. It's the perfect paperweight. It's got cool artwork on it. I'm very happy that this deck was produced. It's become my second favorite, I would say. The Witch's Tarot will always be my first favorite, just because it was my first deck I've ever had. All right, let's get into this wand energy. Let's get into this supernova, hot mama. Ooh, there's a gambler coming towards the supernova. What is that about? No, in reverse. Okay, we have the 7 of bears, the 9 of roses, and the 6 of roses. Well, somebody wants to give the supernova the seed here in the sun, okay? This page of skulls in reverse, not a drinker, not a gambler. Knows when to hold them and knows when to fold them, baby. With the 6 of roses. The Wheel of Destiny is on the 6 of roses card too. It's also a symbol of balance, okay, of equal give and take. The 9 of roses, the 9 of cups, is going to be one of the first identifications of this energy coming in towards the supernova. This person's going to have a joyful disposition. Tell me more about what's coming towards the supernova. What was that? Judgment with the 4 winds. This person's going to be highly self-aware. They want a victory. The 6 of bolts. Tell me more about this Terrapin of Skulls. This is like the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. I love that. That's like Jesus riding in on the donkey, but with some really great rock and roll hair. The card of victory. Coming with that rose and that ankh in hand. There's that ankh again. It's very Egyptian energy around this. The 4 horsemen. This person has faith that's grounded. I feel a lot of like Christianity around this. Like this person has faith grounded in Christianity. Okay. I don't feel no weird culty stuff. Okay. It's not. This person has a joyful disposition and is very open-minded and very balanced. But I'm feeling this like Christ consciousness on this card, okay? And with the 4 horsemen, some kind of Christian background. Tell me more about this Ace of this Terrapin of Skulls. Yeah, this person is very, very rooted in their faith and spirituality. That's what the artwork is telling me. Which means they're not just coming in for that good wand energy of the supernova. They've got some more depth to them. All right, that's what we like. Tell me more about this Terrapin of Skulls. The 10 of Bears. Oh, this is a 10 of Pentacles. This is a 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. And this Emperor has a dog. This Emperor likes dogs. I feel like a husky, a Malamute, wolf kind of dogs. That's what they're telling me to look at in that artwork. But that, my friends, is the 10 of Pentacles. There's some happy-ass bears on that card. I think I said this the first time I used this deck in a live, which was just recently. But one of the things that I really, really love about this deck in particular, for those who are familiar with the Grateful Dead, the symbol of the Grateful Dead bears, the dancing bears, was all about not taking life too seriously and kind of living in that soul child energy, right? That childlike wonderment, okay? And that represents the Pentacles. Pentacles is all about what we manifest in the physical world, right? It's everything that's physically around us and including the body. So I love that they chose the bears as the Pentacles of like, why so serious? Okay? It's just life. Remembering that we're here to have a good time. Well, there's some sexy Egyptian energy happening here and a divine union of someone who recognizes the high priest or the high priestess coming in with emperor, empress energy. Okay? For the victory, for the win, for the 10 of Pentacles. Some good spicy energy right here. All right. But there's also a lot of other really good stuff going on here. Whoever this person is very grounded in their spirituality. Okay. It's a destined soulmate connection here. And they've let go a lot of this BS of the world. Okay. This is like that devil energy in reverse, that Capricorn energy. Okay. Void of addictions, void of codependency, void of toxic behaviors. Well, warnings about our trigger being shadowed, or shadows being triggered, a divine union, gifts coming online like never before, deeper understanding of ancient wisdom, and size cookies. What more could you ask for, really? Oh. Oh, Alley Cat, you still have a stuffed dead bear? I wish I still had one of my stuffed dead bears. I moved so much during my younger years. I don't have memorabilia like that, but I did. I saw the Dead on their last tour. I went on tour for a summer. So when was that? 94? It was the same year or the year before Jerry died. I don't know. I was young. I was honestly too young to be at a Grateful Dead concert. I ran away from home for the summer to follow the Dead around. I must have been 14 or 15. I was quite a wild teenager. No regrets, baby. No regrets. That's that Green Mountain State energy, though. Living in Vermont, growing up in Vermont. The Grateful Dead were a staple. What is one more dog, Jennifer D, when you have 7 dogs? If your emperor comes in with a dog? What's one more at that point? Oh, I love it. Oh, I'm just looking at y'all's comments. I'm trying to get caught up. I can't look at the thing while I'm channeling. All right. Well, the vibration of love, that's where we're going to stay, even if this energy is a little weird through Libra season. Libra is about justice, okay? Justice, the scales are being balanced, the bone collectors are here, but we are going to continue to vibrate in love and bring in this new earth, our new realities, grow the collective consciousness, and love on each other, baby. All right, y'all. I am going to sign off for tonight. I need to record another reading for the morning for you all before I head home. So it was good to see you. It was fun to do this. I don't usually do collective readings live. I think we should do this more often, don't you? I enjoyed it very much. Hey, Candy. How are you? Hi, James T. Hi, Jim Oz. I see in the last couple of people that I may have not said hi to. Oh, you're so welcome, Electa. Thank you, Sai. All right, I love you all so much. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.